Okay, well, let's go ahead and try to keep things rolling and on time. Again, if you guys have any questions, try to use the chat section over to the right-hand side. You should have kind of like a control panel that you're able to use. When you do ask a question, and if you want to chat, put that in there. Make sure that it's addressed to the entire audience. That way, again, if you're asking a question that someone else has the same question, they'll know as well that it's going to get answered. So we will go ahead and get started. So the whole purpose of today is to try to show you how to add videos to your CBWM website. I think videos are an absolute important key in marketing anymore. Words just are not enough, unfortunately. We kind of live in a society right now that everything is very fast-paced. Videos are going to get your point across so much better and faster, and actually they're going to be received better than making your customers, clients read paragraphs about different things, when a 30-second minute video can accomplish the same thing so much better. So let's go ahead and get started. Oopsie. Okay, so really quick, just a few facts that we're going to go over in regards to the video marketing. 90% of users say that seeing a video about a product is helpful in their decision making. So what this means is basically if you can show a video, obviously, of a home or a new listing versus having to describe it in a description, that's going to come across so much better. But we're going to go over a little bit later in the presentation other ways that you can use videos, and that's where that stat is going to really come into play. This is really a big one. A 1-minute video is equal to 1.8 million words. So think about that for a second. There's so much more that you can say through a video than you can with words, because I can tell you what, I would much rather watch a 1-minute video than read 1.8 million words any day. Okay, this is another big one. 1/3 of all online activity is actually spent watching videos. So that's another key thing, another reason why you should be using videos and putting videos on your CBWM website. This one is a great one to keep in mind when you start using your videos in your marketing. 45% of viewers will stop watching a video after 1 minute, and 60% by 2 minutes. So what that says to you is definitely don't do anything more than 2 minutes. But if you can, try to keep it between a minute and a half, and that's going to really make sure that you're kind of falling in that perfect time frame to have your videos viewed, and viewed in their entirety, not just the beginning of them. And this is another big one. Viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to 10% when they read it in a text. So just kind of goes to show another reason why really you should be using videos whenever possible to sell your product, which is homes, sell yourself, your services, the community that you live in, and the list goes on and on. Okay, so first we're going to go into the how. So how do I get videos on my CBWM website? So as you can see there, we're going to go over all of this live here in just a second. A few of the things that you really need to realize when you're using videos in CBWM websites is that, number one, and this is the most important, the videos have to come from YouTube. So that means that any video that you want to put on your CBWM website has to originate from YouTube. Right now, there's no other way. So a lot of the videos that you already can share, and that's going to be the example that we're going to use today, are some of the great Coldwell Banker national commercials that are out right now. Those are already on YouTube, and they're already there for you to use. But if you decide to start doing your own videos, just know that before you can put them on your website, they need to be uploaded to YouTube. You can either have Allison in the marketing department load the videos into the Coldwell Banker We're Manual channel, or you can start your own YouTube channel yourself if you decide that you're going to start doing a lot of videos on your own. Number 2, this is an important one as well, and I will show you this in just a second. You want to make sure when you're setting up your website in Online Office that you use the 2-column layout instead of the 3-column. The 2-column just allows for videos to be viewed a lot better, and everything fits and looks much nicer and looks more uniform when you use the 2-column layout. And number 3, this is a big one as well. Anyone that's familiar with YouTube and you watch some of the videos, you know that the very last thing that you see on the video that you viewed is a screenshot of all of the different recommended videos to watch. There's a way that you can eliminate those as well. So we're going to go into that. So right now, really quick, I am going to switch over into a live view. So the first thing that you would need to do is log into your Online Office. I'm hoping everybody knows how to do that at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and log into mine. Now, where you would need to go to do any editing at all on your CBWM website is the Administration tab at the very top. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So the first thing you can see, obviously, is the screenshot. And any of you that have listened to me talk about Online Office and your CBWM website, please make sure that all of this information is correct. Make sure that all of your phone numbers are correct. If you want to add any additional phone numbers, you're welcome to do that as well. Make sure that everything is there, because anything that you send out through Online Office, all of your information is auto-fed from here. So anything that goes out, your website included, all of this information lives here. So you need to make sure that this is correct. So once I am in the administration, again, this is the very first thing that I'm going to see, I'm going to click on the website wizard at the very top. So once I'm in the website wizard, the first thing that I want to point out, which was one of the 3 things that I just mentioned, was this choose a design. You know, I honestly don't remember what the default setting is, but you can see that there are 2-column and there are 3-column. So those are really your only options. The only difference between some of these other 2 columns that you see are basically just the background. You can see the one that I have selected has more of a white background. This one has more of a dark gray. And then this one has alternating colors. So even once you set your website up, you can actually come in and just kind of switch back and forth between these just to see which one looks better. And you can see there's a little bit of difference too in regards to the size of your agent profile photo between the 3-column and the 2-column as well. So I already have the 2-column selected, and so I'm going to go ahead and keep it at that. So the very next thing that I'm going to go to is the home page content. So if you have already set up your profile, you've been in here before and you're familiar with all the different title headings for all the different topics that you can talk about to show up on your CBWM website. So over here you can see that I've got some green checks next to some of these and some I don't. The only thing that that means is that anything with a green check is currently active and showing up on my website, and anything that does not have a check is not showing up on my website right now at all. So I'm going to first click on the introduction. So right here is basically kind of the opener into your website. Now, one thing I want to point out to you is if you have never done any editing in here right now, if you were to click on your introduction, right here for your title, I believe it says something along the lines of welcome to my website. You can see right here, I've changed mine. Everything can be edited. Don't think that you have to keep the titles exactly as they are. So go ahead and play with it a little bit, make it a little different. Everyone's does not have to say the same exact thing. So I'm going to go ahead and click on, let's see here, personal interests. So right now I don't have anything in this section at all, which yes, I do have some personal interests, but I just don't have any listed on my website. And plus, I think a better title and a better area to have on my website would be something like our national marketing, our national commercials that are circulating right now and really have been a great hit, not only with our agents, but nationally. Coldwell Banker is getting a lot of recognition for our commercials that we're posting right now. So what I could do essentially is really just change this area. So if you have an area that you're not using and you want to go ahead and maybe add some different videos here, you could do it right here. So instead of having personal interests, I'm going to change my title and I'm going to put Coldwell Banker National Advertising. So this is where I'm going to put in one of my YouTube videos, which will be one of the Coldwell Banker videos that are already living on YouTube for me to use right now. So right now, I can see now the check is going to be here. I want that to show up on my website. You can see the little green check showed up over here on the left-hand side. So now the next thing that I need to do is get my video. So just remember, basically anywhere where your cursor is, where it's blinking, is where you're going to put anything that you're trying to add, whether it's a video, potentially a picture. This is where it's going to go. So really, I could do a little bit of typing here, and I could say, check out our latest national commercial. And I spelled commercial wrong. Okay. So I'm kind of a biggie with this. I like things to look nice and centered, so I'm going to center that. And then, again, I'm going to enter one time because now this is where I want my video to show up. So what is the next thing that you need to do? Now you can see at the top here I have a couple of different tabs open. And so I have it that way for a reason. I'm going to go ahead and just go right over to YouTube. So now I'm on YouTube, and I kind of got this exactly where I needed it to go in preparation for the webinar. But Coldwell Banker Real Estate has its own, they have their own commercial, or excuse me, their own video channel. So if you can find the Coldwell Banker channel, all of their videos that they've ever posted on YouTube are all here in one nice, neat spot for you to be able to view. You can see one of the latest ones that just got uploaded. I don't know if anybody saw this. This was for Mother's Day, and Coldwell Banker did a really short video. It was really cool. Home is where mom is. So that was one of the latest ones. One of the latest ones that I actually viewed is going to be one of the commercials that I'm going to use today, which is I'm going to use this shorter one. That's only 17 seconds. This is the nice thing here. You can actually see how long each of these videos is, because remember, we want to stay really in that sweet spot of about 1.5 minutes. You really don't want to go up to 2 minutes if you can help it at all, because you could see that you're going to lose about 60% of your viewers at that time. So I'm going to go ahead and just use one of the really short ones, because more than likely I'll probably put other videos on here as well, and I really don't want to download people with too many things to watch. Again, less is more. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this 17-second video. Now, it's going to start playing immediately. Just go ahead and pause it. Doesn't matter, just go ahead and pause it. Now, the next thing that you have to see is right down here underneath the video, you have a share function that you can use. I'm going to click on that share function. Now, this is the default that's going to open up. Basically, it's wanting to know if I just want to quick share it to any of these social media sites. But that's not what I want to do. I want to actually put it on my website. So for some of you that are familiar with some of the terms that come along with building websites and actually putting things on websites, basically what we're doing is we're embedding the video into your website. So I need to click on Embedded. As soon as I click on that embedded video, you can see this kind of funny symbols, things that really don't look like they make sense, come up. It doesn't need to make sense to you. You don't need to change a single thing. This makes complete sense to your website, and it will know exactly what to do with it. Right here are some of the different boxes. Make sure that this one is unchecked right here, this show suggested videos, because that doesn't always look very nice on your websites, and you really just want to keep it to one video each one unless you have your own channel. That's where that can come into handy, because if you start doing a lot of different videos, it'll show some of your other videos at the very end, which is a nice touch if you have more than one video to share. So make sure all of this is unchecked. And right here you have that code. It's already going to be highlighted for you. So all that you need to do is simply right-click on it and copy it. Don't do a single thing to it. Don't change anything about it. Just go ahead and copy it just like you see it. So now I'm just going to switch back to my website. So again, I'm ready to go. I have that code already saved and copied. So all that I need to do now is right here at the very top of this area where you can edit all of the different fields, you can see there's a lot of different icons. They might not make sense. Some of you might know what some of them are. This right here that looks like a little play button, you can see when you hover over it, it tells you that this is to insert a video. So if your cursor is exactly where you want it to be, go ahead and click Insert Video. So this window is going to pop up. You can see what it's asking us for. We already have it. It's that code that we just copied from YouTube. So now all that you have to do is right-click again and paste that code into the box that popped up. And the only other thing you need to do left is click Insert. So you can see now that that video is now on my website. So before you do anything, go ahead and click Save. Now what I like to do is I actually like to open another browser, and I like to have my current website up and in front of me, because what you can do is essentially anytime you make any changes, go back and forth, refresh it, and now because everything is instant, I can go down and find where that video went, and right now I have it at the very bottom. So you can see what it looks like to viewers to your website. It's going to be right there. It's ready to go, and all that they have to do is click play.
Your home. It's more than wooden nails. It's who you are, where you're from, and it's the only place in the world where you know one thing for certain. Your home.
So I think that that's really an awesome touch that you can add to your CBWM website. You can see there's the spot right there that I added a little bit of text above it. You can put whatever you want to put there. Doesn't have to be anything at all, really. You can let the video speak for itself. One thing that I do want to show you, because really I don't like the fact that it's at the very, very bottom. I'm going to go back to my online office. I'm going to go right over here at the very bottom of the list of the homepage content, and I'm going to click on Order. This is basically telling me any of the active sections that I have, which are the green check marks. They all show up here, and they're telling me what order they're showing up in. You can see right now that Coldwell Banker National Advertising is at the very, very bottom. I might want to put that up a little bit. So all I have to do is just slowly move it up and have it be right in the middle, and then click Save. And again, if I wanted to see how it looked, I'd switch over to my website. I would just refresh or reload the page, and now you can see the video is more in the middle of my website. So that's a great touch, something nice for people to look at, especially with the Coldwell Banker advertising being as great as it is right now. It's a nice touch to be able to use that in your website, especially if you feel like you just really don't have a whole heck of a lot to say. It's a great thing to be able to add. And people like to click on things. They like to view on things. So I am going to really quick just finish up a little bit left here. Okay, so after you get familiar with some of the videos that you can pull from YouTube right now, I would really encourage you to do some videos for yourself. There are some other great ideas You can do videos of just about anything. So here are a few other ideas that I'm going to give you. So moving forward, hopefully you will start to do a few on your own. And again, post them to your definitely YouTube. Have Allison share them for you or create your own channel. And then share them on your CBWM website and all of the other places that you can think of. So an introductory video, basically what this is a bio. Again, I've said this many, many times to lots of the agents that our bios can really start to sound the same. After you've read about 3 or 4 bios for different agents, everyone tends to start to sound the same. So if you have the ability and you're comfortable doing so, make your bio a video. I think it's important to still have some text. The reason why it's important to have some text is because if you only have a video, the search engines really can't find that video as easily as they can find text. So still include a little bit of text for a bio, but do a 1-minute video. It really helps people get to know you a little bit better. They get to hear your voice. They get to see your mannerisms. And it really helps get across who you are as a person. The market update video. Right now, all of you are getting all of that information. Whoops. Let me skip out of here really quick. Little error. Right now, Kelly is doing the market videos, and you're getting them, I believe, once a month in your sales meetings. But you already have the information. Go ahead and do one for yourself. Do one that is in, specific to an area that you're marketing in, that you're working in. You can do them monthly, do them quarterly, whatever it might be. These are great things to share with potential clients or current clients as well. Community videos. These are huge. You have to really think about people that are not familiar with the area that we work in, that we live in, and they may be relocating to this area. I've said this before. I would so much rather see a 30-second to 1-minute video showing me the downtown shopping, the restaurants that are available, just really the street line so I can see what it looks like versus me coming up with my own image in my mind based on reading descriptions, as to what you think that it looks like. So different videos highlighting some of the great areas in your community are also great things that you can add to your CBWM website. And then this is another great one. You're obviously going to be a source of information. You're an expert in your field in listing and buying homes. So go ahead and give people tips. Help them prepare for showings. Show them how they can declutter. Show them how they can, spruce up their front door. Whatever it might be, those are all great things, informational, that you can pass on to potential clients and your current clients. And the great thing about these is they really never expire. They never get old. Things like the market stats, obviously 1 month later, those are going to be almost irrelevant. Some of these how-to videos you can use over and over again for months to come. So after you do those videos, number 1, hopefully you're going to put them on your CBWM website. The same way that we put them on your website, you can put them in your blog. So any of you that are using the blog on CBWM, put videos in your blog. That's a great thing to do. Obviously YouTube, try to have your own channel if you think that you're going to have more than one video that you're going to share. Social media, again, as soon as you do that video, share it to your Facebook business page. You can tweet it out on Twitter. You can put it on LinkedIn. You can put them anywhere. And then, of course, send them directly to your clients. Maybe this is something, especially a bio video, that you can send out to potential sellers before you see them on your listing appointment. They're just great things that can really help get you essentially in their front door, and it helps answer a lot of their questions beforehand. Okay, so that wraps up the first session that we had. I think we're somewhat on time. Actually, it's about 1:27, so I'm about 3 minutes early. Hopefully, all of you have seen the chat function over here to the right. It looks like I have a couple of questions. Let's see here. Oh, yep, somebody asked if it was recorded. Yes, I'm I think I'm recording it, so we're going to see how well that works out. And I'll go ahead and share that with the managers, and then they can share it with all of you as well so that you can reference it later on if you have any questions or if you don't remember something that we went over. So does anybody else have any questions right now in regards to anything that we went over? Hopefully everybody sees how to use the chat function to the right or ask a question. If you don't feel comfortable asking any questions here right now, you're more than welcome to email me. You can see my email on the screen. It's rwalker@cbwm.com. You can ask questions that way. You're also always welcome to give me a call. My direct number is 248-687-7477. Oops, it looks like I've got one more question here. Oh, Kathy, you should ask questions. Don't be nervous. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close out the webinar. For some of you, you may have seen we have another one coming up on Wednesday, and that's going to be just a brief one again, 30 minutes, how to share how to send out a newsletter through Online Office. A few of the other things that hopefully we're going to get into, and I don't know if anybody noticed it on my website. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch back to it really quick so that you can see. On my website, I have turned on some of these social media sites so that right now, if I were to click on any of these links, it's actually going to take me to those places. So I'm going to plan some webinars here coming up, again, to show you exactly how to do that as well. It's really cool, especially if you spend a lot of time on social media and you want to try to get more followers or more likes on your Facebook business page. Right now for me, because I don't have a business page, if you click on this, I just have this, it links to, actually it's linking to the wrong spot. It is supposed to link to CBWM's business page. But right here, if I were to click on Twitter, this is going to go to my Twitter page. So it's a great way to kind of bring it all full circle and keep everything together so that you don't have to really do so much work. Everything is working for you. So, okay, well, if anybody has any questions moving forward, please don't hesitate. Again, you're welcome to email me, rwalker@cbwm.com. Hopefully everybody has a good day and you're surviving storms if you're getting any. So thanks again, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.